G'day mates, welcome back to Pharaoh and the Cleopatra expansion. Last time we finished off the Valley of the Kings. There were only 3 missions with that one. This time we're heading into Ramses II. These are quite a bit quicker than some of the old Pharaoh campaigns, so hopefully the Ramses II one starts us off on a big one as well. We'll head on in and see what we've got.
Hail, Royal Governor, Regent of the Levant, and loyal subject of our Pharaoh, the son of Ra. It is indeed fortunate to live in this time when Egypt's benevolent hand stretches from the far reaches of Nubia to the shores of the Levant. Infinite is the wisdom of our new Pharaoh, the most revered Ramses II, and great is his vision, for it is he that has dispatched you to rule in this fine land, now part of the ever-expanding domain of Egypt. This region, while still fraught with dangers, has many riches that must be exploited. The verdant hills are ripe with tall trees yielding fine wood, ideal for fashioning chariots and useful in many forms of construction. Seams of copper, while not abundant, can also be found and will be most useful in fashioning strong weapons. Wood and copper, so rare in our homeland, will surely be welcomed when shipped back in quantity. It is therefore entrusted that you will oversee the establishment of a mighty port of commerce, from which these valuable commodities can be exported. Pharaoh and the people of Egypt will be most grateful. But take care. Ensure that your own trusted soldiers are equipped with fast chariots and strong weapons, for the Hittites, though smitten by Seti, father of Pharaoh, are still dangerous and may challenge our rightful authority in this bountiful land. A strong military presence in this new territory may be necessary to quell insurrection, and will undoubtedly be most useful in the future. Finally, to remind the people of this region to whom they must now pay homage, Pharaoh Ramses II deems it appropriate that you erect an obelisk proclaiming his glories.
Well, this one looks interesting. We got Seti was the guy we buried in the previous tomb that we built, so the Valley of the Kings. So we are moving forward in time to his son, Ramses II. And by the looks of things, we are going to have sort of one of those typical Pharaoh missions where you have a big economy sort of thing with just a little smattering of military by the sounds of things. But we're going to dive right on in, and nothing too difficult with that. Kingdom rating is pretty high. Let's have a look at the city. We'll slow time right down and... You know what, before we even start, I'm going to just wall these guys off. Last thing I need is a bunch of lions coming and... There we go, that should keep them in. Last thing I need is lions rampaging through my people. So, this is an interesting... Where are we? The Levant. That's up here... Where are we? Sumur. Okay. So we're right sort of in the northern part up... somewhere in Syria. I don't know exactly where we are. Or Lebanon. I don't know. I can't quite see the top, so it's hard to see. But I think we're in modern-day Syria somewhere. I'll come back to trade in a minute. Let's have a browse around the map here. So this is the edge of the Mediterranean. So all our trade will be over here. And there's a smattering of wood. Do we have... Oh, we do. My favourite. Woodcutters and copper mines. Although we got no clay by the looks of things. Do we have... out. Okay, no farming at all. Good fishing though. Fishing is an easy source of food. Although this coastline is pretty average looking in terms of fish. That's a trade port. Yeah, not a lot we can do. I might even actually have to put a water crossing over here just so I can have a couple of fishing villages. This is pretty average. Can I build... no, I can't build warship wars, I think. Yeah, they're in here normally. So there's no warships to worry about. But it is going to be a slight military mission. I can build infantry and chariots. No archers. Okay, and of course we've got... Ooh, that is not a lot of gold. I'm going to wall you guys off as well while on camera. Just so you guys can appreciate my my city building glory. Now, where is the copper? That looks like it's all the copper there is. Can't even get it from that side. That's a bummer. Is there anywhere else? Any copper? Okay, well that's shit. There's almost no copper on this map. So very, very tiny smattering. Just here basically. I can get One. I can get one copper mine. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it looks like 3 copper mines maximum. That is pretty shit. So there is copper on this map, but it's almost not worth it. Let's have a quick look at trade. They'll sell us copper if we do need more of it, but they'll buy timber, very nice, and via land trade route as well. Another land trade route, they'll buy linen, which is of no real use to us because we can't grow flax, although we might be able to import certain things from certain places. Not a lot. I'm going to have to go through this on my own time just to check it all out. But I'll let you guys have a quick peek at what we've got there. They do sell flax, so we can do an import-export business if we want, although weapons will probably be more valuable. There, it looks like weapons and timber is how it's all going to go. Look, I'm going to figure out what I'm doing here, and I will come back once we know what's going on. Alrighty, mates, this is what we have come back with. Now, full disclosure, this is actually my second, well, it's actually my 8th, you know, if you count reloads. It's my second full restart of the entire mission. I have been crushed. I do have a little bit of foreknowledge. You sons of bitches. I didn't even realise they could get out. That's not quite what I was talking about before, but anyway, let's just quickly get this sorted. Now, I'll burn that bridge at a later date. Now, what I was saying is my second full restart. The Hittites are coming, and they are coming in full force. So I'm going to attempt a different way of playing through this one. I have basically got everything set up. I'm going to try and rush for the end. I should have probably about 10 years or so before they come in and crush me. So I've got a little bit of time to get this all sorted. We have fairly modest requirements. 3,000 population should be done quite simply with these two little areas. Prosperity might require a little bit of effort, but I can level our houses up for that, hopefully. Kingdom, of course, being the most difficult one. So no doubt I'm going to have to get the my house put down early so I can start paying off gifts to people. And of course, monument is reasonably time consuming, but not that difficult, all things considered. Now we've got 1,363 Debons remaining. We have ourselves a little bit of a dock area set up here. Now, no food at all other than fishing wharves. And quite frankly, it's not really worth my effort to sort of set up, clear everything. All I'm going to be doing is I'm not going to be producing that much food, so I'm going to need to import it anyway. I think I'm going to go for a full food import economy here, and we'll see if that works or if I am well and truly off. But I did work for a little while before I got invaded, so hopefully I'll get that thing all balanced. Now, of course, what we're going to need is exports to counter that. And the early ones, of course, are timber and copper. And I think Rawati will be our earliest export. So we're going to have 3 docks down here to keep us going. We'll see how that goes. And here we go, out of money quite significantly, actually. I threw a couple of temples down and I've expanded our houses. And, oh shit, those rescue funds were not very good. Not quite as good as I remembered. But either way, what we've got here is our storage yard that's going to accept nothing but timber. So with that, we can throw down a couple of woodcutters. Probably going to wait until our employment gets better. Now I'm going to throw them down right now. Overbuilding is the best building. So we'll throw down, let's say, 5 timber cutters. That's a lot early on, and it's probably going to outstrip our supply. But I can pile them back later once they have cut everything down and let it regrow at a natural rate. For now, though, I think that'll go. And once we go into debt again, I'll open up to Rawati and begin exporting. Okay, I forgot about this one. We do get 1,600 grain. No doubt they're going to be asking for copper in the near future as well as a tribute to pay off that. And those lions are getting bloody close. I really wish I had walled them in a little bit better, but there's no stopping that now. So what I'm going to be doing is possibly throwing down a granary somewhere, or would it be worthwhile to ignore it? You know what, it may be worthwhile, given our financial situation, just to ignore that for the time being. Okay, we are in debt. We don't really have enough workers at this point. We can't quite get enough people to accept our timber. They're not holding that much anyway. So the workers are coming though, don't you worry. Unemployment will be, I guess, struggling and killing me later. But for now, we'll head by land trade route. It's interesting, but no, Rawati are a good one because they will sell me some lettuce and other things I may need later. So I'll start with Roati, and we're going to buy food. No, we're not going to do that just yet. We are going to export all the timber we have available. Now, there will be requests for this later, so I do need to be careful how much I export, but for the time being, we should be pretty good. And here we go, first sales of timber, pushing us in and out of debt as we sort of build things, and there we go, out completely. And of course, that is the second sales. They will buy just a little bit more timber, which is brilliant. That's going to keep us out. Now, I've got this little granary set up here. I think we're going to start importing lettuce right away. We're up the top here. We're going to start importing lettuce immediately. I'm going to need, let's say 32. That'll be half a storage yard and half a granary. So, of course, we have multiple food types in here. That's already set up, the various types. We're going to have to probably import all of them to keep the entire city running. For now, though, they're good. And we're going to work on getting our copper. Beautiful copper. I can get 2 here, I believe, and 1 over there. Yeah, I can only get 1 there. So we have 3 copper mines, and that is what we're going to be doing right now. Oh, I don't know what that message was. What was our debt? Doesn't matter. I don't care about debt at this point. Now, we're going to get these ones set up, and we're going to have some getting warehouses to bring the copper down here, where we will begin to sell that one off. Okay, having large problems with unemployment at this point. Rather than destroy houses, which is a particularly gamey way of going about things, and I'm going to feed them. There's going to be a hell of a lot more people shortly. I've set up a little import-export business here. We're going to have flax and, but I should show you, flax and linen being imported, and the linen obviously exported. So that should hopefully take up a pretty large segment of our... Ooh, I might actually get... This could be a problem. I'm going to put a roadblock there just to stop any confusion from developing. So we're going to throw down just a few things here and get this all sorted, and that should hopefully start to get our money back into the black, as well as getting our unemployment back under control. Alrighty, quite severely in debt at this point. Hopefully we can get out shortly, but unemployment is... Oh shit, unemployment is looking very good at the moment. Things are all done here. I've got copper coming in, and of course up here we have what are these? Weaponsmiths and chariot makers, as well as another wood, just to supply stuff for the chariot maker here. Now that'll allow us to begin getting our military underway in case we do manage to get attacked by the bloody lions. I'm going to have to send a military up there to take care of them. But that'll be done eventually. At the moment, I think it's worthwhile beginning to export any copper we may have. Now, we're going to export over 800. I believe that's how much we're storing here. I might actually put that down to a quarter in the future if we have problems. So last time, I do have a little bit of experience with this one. Last time, the dudes here were running all the way up there just to grab a little bit of copper. So I only want them to export what we've got down here locally. So I've got 2 storage yards getting the copper, and that will hopefully take care of all of that. But you never ever know. Okay, cash is pouring in like you wouldn't believe. I'm going to throw down an academy. Let's throw you right there, looking very nice. And of course, we'll get a little bit of... I don't know where we're going to put the people. I suppose we'll put just a fort down. Throw 1 infantry for the weapons, because we are producing them. I think we can sell them later. And 1 for the charioteers for now. And of course, I'll increase those as they begin to fill up. I think I'll only have 1 or 2 infantry, just to provide a bit of a meat shield front. And the rest can be chariots. Although I struggle to use chariots. I've never been able to use them particularly effective. The Hittites always seem to be 2 or 3 times more powerful than me. But we'll see how we go. We will see how we go. Okay, here we are on the world map. It's time to find a source of granite. They will buy granite. I want them to sell granite. Wust will sell us a little bit of granite, it seems. Okay, we will start opening up a trade route to you. You also buy more timber, which is interesting. That's good. We'll be able to sell everything. You'll sell us flax, which is also good, and grain. I think Wust is going to be a very good trading partner. So we're going to import up to 100 blocks is all we really need. Exporting timber, which is fine, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so get all these sorted. Well, this yard here will accept the granite, and then these 3 will be getting the granite, and that is, between the 4 yards at least, that is a, what's that? It's more than 100. So 32 is 96, and then we're going to have the 4 remaining blocks over here. So that should hopefully get our granite thing under construction. I may put it in here, or I may even keep that for warehouses. I'm not sure, but I'm going to put it somewhere in here. And once our money shoots up again, probably next year, once the trade resets, I'm going to throw a nice little festival square in here, save the space for it. Although these ended up being further apart than I had originally envisioned. Alrighty, request for 700 grain, which is actually pretty good timing considering about 2 seconds before this popped up, I had already arranged for grain imports to begin. I will make sure that I'm not putting grain in here, and we'll just keep our grain into this little storage yard here. We're importing grain and chickpeas to help bump up our food supply just a little bit. Oh shit. Well, there you go. That's unfortunate. I'm going to get you to quickly empty in the hopes that we can get this under control, but I think they're all going to burn down, which is pretty unfortunate. That's bad planning on my part. Okay, new trade route off to Tyre, and I was just trying to control unemployment in the background. New trade route to Tyre. What are they going to be doing here? They will... Well, pottery is useless to us, and they'll sell us gems. I wonder if gems are going to be useful. I'm going to open it up anyway just for the hell of it, and we're going to import gems up to... just in preparation for any potential, might be metagaming here slightly, I don't know if you guys can tell, but any potential requests from anybody, we will just import just a couple of gems to be prepared. Well, I was way off. We need 700 oil instead. That's unfortunate because oil is bloody expensive. We can import it, we've got the people for it. Let's import up to... 800? How much did I say I need? I need 700. So we'll, where will we throw that oil? Not here. No, your granite as well. We're going to accept oil up to a quarter, but then you're going to be a getting yard for oil, and you're going to get up to your maximum there, and we'll get that sorted. Oh, there you go, 8 blocks of granite because we sent off the oil. That's actually fairly useful because the bottleneck right now is how quickly we can import the granite. Now I need to start working on my various things here in preparation. So I'm probably going to start giving a couple of gifts. Let's send off a lavish gift off to Pharaoh. Let's see, yeah, it's going to gradually tick us up. I'll have to keep just doing that bit by bit. Shit, my population's low. Why is it so low? I thought it was a little bit higher than that. I must have been looking at my money rather than my population, but that's no biggie. So I have to actually evolve these people up higher. So let's start throwing down a pavilion and get our entertainment in there. And we're going to need to start importing pottery as well, and that'll get that all sorted shortly. And here we go, extortion by another city. This is pretty much the part where I failed last game. So 900 gems, we're going to pay that off. And no, we're not. We don't have enough of it. Gems I'm going to import to maintain to 1600, I believe. If I edit that, yeah, they'll accept all gems. Okay, so we're going to import those gems and then pay them off. Kadesh cannot be allowed to invade us. So our military is not quite fully prepared. I'm throwing forts on as I can afford them. But we need to start moving towards leveling our people up. And that involves pottery import. So while I'm on camera at the moment... Let's import pottery to... It's going to be a lot of money, but they'll only use it at the speed that we need it. So we'll fill up 1 full yard, and that should be able to supply these people. There's no time really for... Excellent, we can send that off. No time really for dicking around at this point. We just need to get everything sorted quickly before Kadesh begins to move on us. 2,000 grain from a governor. I will accept that, although I suspect it's probably going to give us a request for something in the near future. But let's keep everyone leveling up nicely here. I'm thinking we're going to need to import beer shortly. Let's have a quick look at that. How's our unemployment going as well? 7%, that's going to shoot up as people move in. So, where am I thinking? Prosperity, we lost money last year. It's probably from imports. No doubt that that'll go back up again shortly. Just need to think about what I'm doing here. Send another gift as well. This is... There's a few things to balance here. I'm struggling a little bit, but I think we'll get everything sorted. Okay, 700 copper required. We've got that in storage. We can send that off immediately. That was the payment for the grain, essentially. So over here, we're going to import beer. And we're going to accept that. Let's go into here and import beer. Now, we're not going to import that much. I think 1600 is sufficient for this point. But that will again level our people up further. She's going to level them right up. So we do need to be very, very careful about unemployment. Beginning to run out of ways to effectively control unemployment here. So I just want to make sure our gods aren't pissed off either. Not yet. So I'm going to need to find a way to control unemployment as this grows. And not sure yet. Not sure exactly what to do. Well, what we can do to begin controlling unemployment, I just cut down every single tree we find, and hopefully that'll also begin to keep our exports going. So these guys down here have quite a long way to travel to reach some of them, so we're actually not tapping these trees up here. I think this is a brilliant opportunity for an enterprising young soul. Okay, extortion for 20 weapons. That's not good. That's really, really not good. We need 20 weapons. We don't have 20 weapons. That's basically a full storage yard. Weaponsmith. Shit. I don't think we're going to make this. Anyway, let's see how we go there. I probably should have prepared for that in advance, but who knows? We'll get as many weapons as we can and send that off. Okay, we didn't make it, but we may be able to. As soon as you can, they may show some mercy, so we may have a smaller attack. We'll see how that goes, and if not, we may well be completely stuffed. Down here, of course, granite is trickling in. It's coming in really slowly, though, so let's just have a look how much Wast is selling per year. 8 out of 25. It should have only taken 4 years, but I think it's actually gone longer than that. Where is Wast? Not sure. Either way, we'll see how we go. Okay, 21 weapons. Let's send those off now. Hopefully they will not completely murder us. I'm going to actually start exporting weapons. How are weapons bought? I need to just double check that. Are they bought via dock? I wish I could find out in the menu, but I have to go through and manually find them. Bought, nope. Okay, bought weapons. Mennefer is a water trading route. So we're going to need to get a storage yard down here that will actually get weapons. So you're going to, if I can find weapons, get maximum. And we're going to export, what are we going to export? Let's go to, weapons go to half a yard and export anything over halfway. Okay, trade route to Kadesh has closed. That's really not good. Really, really not good because they're approaching in 10 months. I think I may have completely stuffed this, but we'll see how we go. I've got my military building as quickly as I can. Let's send ourselves another gift to Pharaoh because we're going to need to build. We're going to need to win this mission as quick as possible. The monument is a long way off. Culture is coming, but we'll see how we go. Okay, 2100 wood required from Ikiatawe within 8 months. That's a bit of a bugger because we need to export wood for most of our money. And because I'm doing flax this time as well, that may help to stop us going completely into debt. But I think timber really has been our major export for a long time. Okay, 1 month. This is it. I don't know exactly where they're going to come from. Last time they attacked from the northeast, so that is where I'm expecting. I'm going to move my army up in preparation. But they could come from the north here as well, so we do need to be very, very careful here. Alrighty, here we go. Please come from the northeast. And there we go. Let's take them down. Okay, I think we've actually managed to win it. There are a few problems in the city in the meantime. Well, veterans, nice. Veterans also good, and you are a veteran as well. So we've done pretty well. Our forces, yeah, you didn't level up at all. Our forces are a little bit struggling here, but the main problem is our weapon exports are beginning to stuff us up completely. So I'm going to, what am I going to do? Exporting over 10 at the moment. I'm going to make that up to 16. I had thought that it wouldn't be too bad, but oh, oops, wrong button. Let's see here, fill up to half. Yeah, so anything over 16 they should start doing. So we've had a bit of a problem here in that they have been walking all the way up there to grab the exports. So we've had a backlog, we've run out of food, and our population has plummeted. But no doubt we'll begin to get things back under control shortly. And hopefully... yeah, hopefully things are going to start getting back under control. And need even more timber, just another little spanner being thrown in the works. No doubt we will get that managed before soon. And of course our cash is pretty high, although I really wouldn't like to... how much do we need? 1900. I would not like to have too many of these in the future because we are going to duck under that all-important... that'll do. Duck under that all-important prosperity threshold if we're not careful. Okay, 700 copper requested. Again, bit of a problem. I did accept a bit of grain, so the copper export over 800. Oh, we're making weapons, are we? Shit, that could be a problem. This is a struggle. So we're going to stop exporting weapons. No longer going to export weapons, and we are going to also... I don't know, I'll just destroy them. I really don't want to destroy them. But, you know, that's beautiful, beautiful copper gone. But we'll do the best we can. Trade route to Hittites is now open. I'm just going to shut off... where are we? Weapons. I'm going to shut off the entire industry for the time being, which will drive our unemployment up slightly. But let's have a look at Hittites. What are they going to buy? They'll sell us chickpeas, which we need, and they will buy timber. They'll sell us granite. Now I have to open with you. That's brilliant. Chickpeas we are importing. Beautiful. So we're struggling with food a little bit here, but I think things will get sorted now that we're not dealing with the weapons anymore. You're actually going to... oops. What am I doing? Empty those weapons back up to this warehouse up here. Okay, gift from a neighbour, 8 blocks of granite. The fact that we can't accept the entire thing is sounding very good. No, it's not. It means I've stuffed up. God damn it, I hate when I stuff up. Let's throw a storage yard there, and you're going to get granite. Get maximum. I should have postponed that and checked, but in typical style, I haven't been paying attention to what has been going on. So we have not apparently been importing any granite for possibly a number of years, so we should have been done by now. Either way, what was I doing here? Getting all that sorted. We're having a little bit of instability, and I do need to get our population up just a little bit higher. So we'll see how we go with that. Okay, granite at 101. Somehow we went over 100 blocks. Doesn't matter too much. Must have been in transit. So let's get this monument under construction. We're going to throw you right there. Looking nice and beautiful. Sort of in our, I don't know, sort of in our center. Food is a bit of a problem here. It's quite a bit of a problem. So getting our population up a little bit higher is a struggle at this point. So it may be worthwhile investing in some fishing boats in the near future, but we'll see how we go. I think I can...
We're waiting for some cargo to be delivered.
You've sold food. It's the flax that's beginning to... yeah, flax is beginning to be a bit of a problem here. We're importing so much of it. So... I wonder if I can cut down how much flax I'm importing. Let's import to maintain only... Let's do 800 at this point and just see if our food picks up from there. Okay, we got ourselves a little bit of a fishing area here. If they ever manage to get employees, they will begin to... there we go. So we are making fishing boats as quickly as possible, and that will hopefully just bump us up, give us a little bit more food supply, because we are struggling. And the reason... What is the reason? They seem to be travelling too far. Are we not storing timber anywhere up here, are we? No, it might be the copper. No, it shouldn't be the copper. They should be just unloading the stuff and shooting off as quick as they can, but for some reason it's not quite going as planned. Okay, the obelisk is finished. All we need now is population, and we will be sorted. Let's have a double check. Monument is, that'll tick over very shortly. So all we need now is the population, and we will be done. So if I can actually get people to move in, I just need more food. So hopefully this food situation will resolve itself and we can move on from Sumur finally, because this has been a hell of a mission. Okay, Hittite army coming in 7 months. We need to get that population and we need it quick, smart. I'm doing the best I can, but we may need to consider, let's have a quick check, 7% unemployment. We may need to consider, have a look at my little culture dump here, another housing block. 2, 3, 4. Let's get another housing block done and just see how we go with this. And of course now we can't trade anything just in our last final rush, so we're not going to get any more food. That is a major, major problem. We've got less than 6 months until the Hittites arrive and that population is shooting upwards. Let's just double check nothing's dropped down. Prosperity has dropped down because of overall rating, so I do need that food. We have lost this one, I think. I'm going to try and hold the Hittites back, but I suspect they're going to be a massive, massive force. 1 month, let's see how we go here. Okay, Hittites are coming in, and they're coming from a totally different direction. I think we've done it. I think we actually managed to fight them back. I'm not sure why the previous one was giving me so much difficulty. Let's just double check that. Yeah, we're still on hard mode. I don't know why that was so much easier this time. Either way, we have smashed them this time with almost no losses as well. Things are beginning to look very, very good. Now that gives us a little bit more time to get everything sorted here. I need prosperity up slightly, which means I need to evolve these houses. Now you will evolve with a scribal school or a library. I wonder if I can import papyrus. You know, well, I know I can import papyrus. What I'm saying is I wonder if it'll be worthwhile. What I'm going to do is I'm going to knock out, let's say, it doesn't matter, I'll knock out those ones there, and I'll throw down a scribal school, see if I can level this up and import some papyrus. There we are. And of course we can't trade by water anymore. This mission is beginning to give me the shits now. It's just not letting me win. But there we go. Accept the food as well. That'll help us, I think, now with this and with that food that has just come in. We should be able to finish the mission. Everything's going to level up nicely. Let's see how close we are. Please. Prosperity, housing, quality, blah, blah, blah. I think I'm going to start deleting a couple of these guys. Individual houses, I think, are what count. So if I take down those and keep our population above 3,000, we might be able to win this very shortly. Oh, there we go. Victory conditions. I don't know how it happened, but we got there in the end. God, that was so close. That city was about to implode. So we couldn't get enough food in. We couldn't get enough jobs. People were all about to have a mass exodus, and somehow we won. I can't believe that. That is very barely a victory. Let's move on though. I will take it.
A job well done. Our great pharaoh, Ramses II, did not err when he chose you to oversee the commercial and military development of this land. But danger rides the wind. Hittite armies have again arisen to contest our rightful control of this most valuable region.
Well, it was a job done. I don't know if I can say it's a job well done. The job was done. We did it on hard mode. I didn't need to revert back. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to beat those Hittites because when you don't pay that tribute, they send a massive, massive force. It's unstoppable, at least by me. You have to be a hell of a better player to take care of that than what I am. But we've done it. We got the obelisk up. We got our final prosperity up to 40 by knocking off those few small houses, and we did it all in time. So with that, I think we're going to call an end here. Make sure to smash that thumbs up button if you do indeed enjoy Pharaoh and Cleopatra content. If not, smash that thumbs down button. Let me know with a comment exactly why you don't like it and how you think I can improve. If you've got any advice out there, any good players, by all means, tell me how to use chariots because I suck hardcore.